This is my cactus. He's really pokey. We'll call him Porky. This is your sign to go get a cactus. I actually like these because you can't kill them. I kill everything that's a green plant. So no green thumb here unless it's a cactus. Or these, but they're the same family. So yeah, I usually kill them because I forget to give them water. Kind of essential, but it's okay. So if I would have known some of these common things before I started lifting, it would have made life so much easier and I would have had so much more confidence and I probably would have gotten results faster. So I'm not gonna gatekeep and let's get into it so that maybe I can save you some time, some headache, and also let's increase that confidence. Number one, you think more is better. Actually, less is more. Making sure you're prioritizing proper reps, proper sets. Focusing on intention, form is way better than doing a ton of reps, a ton of sets with sloppy form. Rest time is also when your body recovers, which means that's when you actually progress. Without recovering, you're actually increasing your risk for injury, and overworking your body is just stressing your body. So rest days are essential, especially if you're brand new to it. Start 3 days in the gym, 4 days in the gym, and then go from there. Number two, you're constantly changing up your programming, meaning you're not giving your body any sort of habit. You're not letting your body perfect certain movements before you move on. You're changing things up all the time because you have the mindset of, oh, the more I change, the faster I'm going to progress. The harder I push, the more I do this, the faster I'll progress. That is so wrong. Stick to a plan for a month or two, wait until your body adapts, and then change up the tempo, change up the training. That's going to help you improve. You cannot get better without improving your repetitions. And I don't mean repetitions by the times you do it, like you're on the first set, you're on rep 3 and you're going to 8, you're going to improve over repetitions. I mean consistency. Each time you show up doing a squat, doing a lateral raise, you are improving that motion. You're improving that movement. So don't change up your plan too much, too frequently. You need to build consistency. From that consistency, that's when you have improvement. Number 3, you're cutting calories too low, which is causing you to lose muscle, not fat. The weight on the scale is going down, so you're happy, but you're not actually getting the aesthetics and increasing your metabolism like you want. Number 4, influencer diets. Other lifestyles basing your fitness journey on somebody else. You are forming to a lifestyle that you think you have to have in order to get your goal, rather than using your lifestyle and adjusting your programming and the way that you're moving towards that. Number 5, you have this timeline in your head and you aren't hitting your goals within that time frame. You're fucking up big time. Reason being, even if you aren't seeing results externally, the weight on the scale is not moving right now, doesn't mean that things aren't happening internally. So get out of the time frame little trap that you've set for yourself and start realizing results take time. It comes with consistency, dedication, and the right push. If you aren't doing all those things, results aren't happening, but even if you've changed up tiny little bits of your life, you are still progressing and improving in little ways that you won't be able to see yet, but you're probably trying to feel, but you're too blindsided by the one thing that you're not seeing, that you aren't seeing and feeling the things that are happening. Thinking more is better and rest days aren't good. Number 2, jumping and changing up your workouts every single 2 weeks. Number 3, cutting calories way too low, causing you to lose muscle, not fat. Number 4, following influencer diets and lifestyles when that doesn't match your lifestyle at all. Number 5, unrealistic timelines. You have a timeline in your head, it's not happening fast enough, so you quit. So here's what actually matters and will show over time: consistency, recovery, and nutrition. Consistency will always beat intensity. And when I say that, I mean showing up day after day is building the habit, building the routine, improving your body over time. That's always going to beat intensity. So let's say you train 5 times a week consistently. That's going to be going to the gym once a week and absolutely murdering yourself with insane intensity. You see what I'm saying? Small habits over time will always equal up to big changes. So don't think too much has to happen at once for it to matter. Recovery is essential, and I don't just mean taking an off day from the gym. I mean hydration, stretching, mobility, getting in your sleep, stress management. That's going to bring your cortisol down, your inflammation down, allowing your muscles to repair. When you train, Your muscles get micro tears in them. That is how you build muscle, that is how you grow, that's how you improve. You want that to happen. But not allowing those micro tears in your muscle to recover is what's gonna increase your risk for injury, what's gonna keep your soreness high, and what's gonna keep your energy low to ultimately affect your training and the push that you have. Sleep, hydration, stress management, making sure you're stretching, focusing on your flexibility, mobility. That's all a part of recovery. That's not just taking a day off from the gym. Proper nutrition is key for any type of result. Proper nutrition fuels performance and your hormones. And if you're bloated, holding water weight, you're not sleeping as much as you think you should, or the quality of sleep is lacking, it's probably because your nutrition sucks. With that said, under-eating holds you back. Think of a cactus in the desert. It doesn't know when it's gonna rain again, so it stores a ton of water, right? That's what's keeping that cactus alive. That's what gives its body what it needs in order to perform and to stay alive. Your body, if you're under eating, is like a cactus. It's gonna store the amount of food that you are eating as fat for later, because if you're under eating, you're not eating a consistent amount all the time, it doesn't know, when am I gonna get this nutrients again? When am I gonna get this fuel again? So I'm gonna store it for later. So under eating actually does you more of a disservice than it does to help you lose weight. You need to eat the right amount of macros, the right amount of fuel and nutrients to give your body what it needs so it can get rid of what it doesn't. Progressive overload, balanced training, and a plan that works for you are the key to seeing results in the gym. Muscle mass is what's going to increase your metabolism. Increasing your metabolism is going to burn fat. Increasing your muscle mass is also going to help you feel leaner, tighter, more agile, and your strength is going to go up, giving you more confidence. So the secret to real results, using weights and not spending a ton of time on cardio, and also eating the right way. You spend a ton of time on cardio, I'm telling you, you are wasting your time, baby girl. Here's why. Cardio burns calories, not fat. Strength training is what builds that metabolism, so you need to be putting on muscle. So point 4 is so true. Now, cardio is great, and I want you to do cardio because it's great for endurance. Endurance, preventing dementia, Alzheimer's, just getting your body moving is insanely good for you. So cardio you should still do, even if you're in a bulk, a maintenance, or a cut. Doesn't matter. But you should not be doing endless amounts of cardio just to lose weight. You're actually losing muscle. The goal is to feel good in your body, not punish it. Training, going to the gym, you're gonna get a dopamine release. Your energy, your mood, everything about you is going to increase. You are going to feel so much better. So don't think that you have to be on this miserable journey, that you have to absolutely torture yourself. You're trying to create a lifestyle in balance, not hell on earth, okay? So long story short, when I started, I made every beginner mistake. Mistakes are actually what help you form the right plan for you and help you learn what works for you and your lifestyle. So if you did make these mistakes, it's not that big of a deal. Learn from them and move on. So let's rewind to when I first started. I really thought that fitness was all about just looking the way that I wanted. So I grinded. I was pushing myself to the max just to look a certain way. Now that I'm older and I've been lifting for so long, I see that there's so much more into it. Fitness is more about feeling confident, feeling good in your own skin, having energy, constantly improving who you are, not only on the outside, but the inside, mentally. So get out of that mindset that you have to build this body, this bodybuilder type look. I've done that too. The bodybuilding scene is actually what destroyed me. It was miserable. I was depressed. It was a mess. And even to get my hormones leveled back out after that time really taught me so much about just the beauty of the fitness journey and just becoming a better you, but healthier, not aesthetics. If there's anything you take from this video, take that your fitness is a mindset. You constantly show up every day for yourself. You put in that time, that discipline to make a better you, your body will follow. Discipline, habits, accountability, structure, that's what you need to progress. It's not just murdering yourself in the gym. It's doing all the little things that follow. The power of the mind is way stronger than you think. If you're constantly telling yourself, I look bloated, I look fat, I have no energy, I'm sleepy, if you constantly are telling yourself that, you are going to become that. You telling yourself, I am becoming better, healthier, stronger, my body is going to look like this because I'm doing this. Talking and manifesting things and believing what you are doing is working because you're on a plan and a structure that actually works for you and your lifestyle is what's going to bring change. Not you constantly speaking negativity to yourself. So let's say you're starting out today. Here's some advice I would give you. Number 1, don't overcomplicate it. Start with 3 workouts a week and whole foods. So get rid of your processed, refined shit, all the junk food. Bye-bye. Your body's going to feel better and you're going to see that you stop craving those bad things. Number 2, Track your habits, not just your weight. There's so much more happening internally and physically that aren't going to reflect in your weight. Let me give you an example. Let's say you lose 10 pounds, but you gain 5 pounds of muscle. You're only going to see 5 pounds different on the scale, but you lost 10 pounds in total. You just put 5 on in the muscle, the weight that we want to have. Number 3, you have to be patient. That's when real progress happens because you're trusting your body, you're trusting yourself, and you're having confidence in yourself and what you're doing. It's also going to bring you a lot of peace, but nothing's instant. And if you're looking for an instant gratification, instant change, you are going to be disappointed, not just in your fitness journey, but also in life. So stop being so hard on yourself. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the path, because that's what's so beautiful about a fitness journey or about any life endeavor that you're going on right now. Enjoy the process. Number 4, find a routine and a program that is sustainable. If you can't find something you can sustain, you're not going to make long-term progress. Maybe you'll drop the weight for 30 days. Maybe you'll drop the weight for 60, 90, even a year. But then it's going to all come right back because it's not sustainable. You did not create a lifestyle. You created temporary torture to get to your goals short-term, and you went through that pain for no reason. How does that make you feel? Let's create a lifestyle. Make something balanced, something you can sustain forever. Even if you go on vacation through holidays, enjoy family time, enjoy friend time. You can do it all with balance. Balance is important, and that is what's key to get results. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about not giving up. So don't be too hard on yourself. Have a little grace and know you're new to this. I was new to this. Everybody was new to this at some point. Don't get in your head. Have grace and know that everything will line up with consistency, with patience, and your knowledge will improve if you stay on top of it. If you like this video and you want some more just like it, tap that sub button. We post videos every single week. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss a damn thing. And if you like anything, you want me to go deeper on anything, tap that comment button. Leave me a little note. I'll read that shit and then we'll get into it the next time. Or I'll just thank you, and hit that like button because I would love that. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.